welcome to this week's edition of Yoga Baby. I'm Jill Forrest, and this is my son, Miller Forrest. He's 6 months old, and we're here to show you how you can practice yoga together to get your body back in shape after pregnancy and to increase that bonding between you and your beautiful bouncing baby. In this episode, we are going to focus on toning up the stomach and waist areas, something that a lot of mums are conscious of after pregnancy. It's all very good to have a lovely, lovely big tummy while you're carrying that baby around during the pregnancy, but afterwards, you know, every mum wants to get rid of it and wants to get rid of it as quickly as possible. And the truth is that we shouldn't exercise too hard after childbirth. It takes 9 months to get the body back to its natural positions. All the internal organs that have been pushed out of the way by the baby take 9 months to get back to their original places. So we shouldn't work too hard and we shouldn't pull any muscles. In particularly, you should be very careful if you're thinking of taking any aerobics classes quite soon after pregnancy and childbirth, and you should always check that out, as with any concerns you might have about any of these yoga positions with your medical practitioner. So today we're going to take a couple of new yoga asanas. The asana is the yoga positions that we take, but also we're just going to include a couple of gentle stretches and toning exercises that you can do just when you have a few minutes at home. If you can do them daily, then that will start to work those muscles. Now, these exercises don't look very strenuous, but believe me, you will feel the effects, and you will see the effects quite quickly. They're working deep inside the muscle groups to really tone specific muscles, to tighten and strengthen, to get you back in shape. We're going to do these positions together, and I'm going to show you how you can adapt these positions for whatever age that your child is, whether they have head control and so on. And we'll see how we go. Again, very quickly, the essentials. I know I say it every week, but it's quite important, especially if you're just tuning into one episode and perhaps haven't watched the previous episodes. A sticky yoga mat is quite important. If you haven't got one of these, I would advise that you get one. They're quite easy to come by in most sports shops, or you can order them off the internet. If you haven't got one of those, at least try and find a non-slip surface that you can work in, and try and work in bare feet, because as well that will give you more support on the floor. Also, you'll probably want handy some water if you need a drink, a blanket for your baby to play on, and maybe your baby's favourite toy. Cheeky Monkey here comes to our aid every week. That's Miller's favourite, isn't it, darling? Yeah. And maybe you want a cushion or something so that when you're relaxing, you can put your head down on the cushion. It's also nice to perform yoga in a warm room. When it's cold, the muscles don't get very warm, and that's when they have a tendency to overstretch and to pull. It's another reason why we don't bounce into any of the yoga movements. It should always be a nice flowing move. So, introduction over. Let's go straight into our first position. We're going to start with our bums in the middle of the yoga mat, and we're going to lie it down to the floor. Now let's see if Miller wants to do this one with me. Pop your baby up here. Now again, depending on head control, you can pop your baby up here. Keep a good support on your baby. Make sure your baby is safe all the time during yoga practice. Do you like it there? Do you like it there? Miller's quite a strong baby for his age. He's not yet sitting up properly, but even if he was, I wouldn't let go of him with both of my hands here. Yes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my whole back is on the floor. So I'm going to tilt my pelvis upwards. So you can see the bottom of my bottom lifting up just a little bit to make sure that my lower back is on the floor. Yes, that's right. My tummy is pulling down into the floor and my feet are flat on the floor here. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my head to look up at my baby. Hello. Hello. You want to stand up, don't you? Take my baby's hands here. Again, if your baby hasn't got head control, then it's very important that you keep supporting them underneath the head, or even just have them lying on your tummy. You don't like it there, so let's see if you want to lie down. You can lie down. No, he wants to stand up.
Now again, my tummy muscles are quite strong, so I don't mind having my baby stood here. But again, if they're not, you may be better having your baby next to you, perhaps playing on the floor, or find a position that he or she is happy in. And while we're pulling up, pulling these tummy muscles down all the time, I'm still working hard. It looks like I'm not really doing anything, but my tummy muscles are doing quite a lot of work here. And the higher I lift my shoulders up off the floor, the more I pull my tummy muscles down, the more I'm working. Now again, in this position, you can think about tightening the bottom muscles. Keep that pelvis tilted so the back's on the floor. You can even think about tightening the pelvic floor, doing your Kegels there. Can't we? Yeah. In fact, I'm going to move my feet down a little bit more. That's going to increase the ability of my lift at the top here. And let's see if Miller wants to do it. Do you want to lift up? Whee! And back. Woo! Down we go. Up we go. Down you come. I think Miller wants to play, so let's just pop him down there. He can do his yoga with Cheeky Monkey there while I'm in this position. Now if your baby is on the floor, you can actually add some hands to this. You can put them on the legs and you can just push them up towards the knees, or you can drop them and just push them towards the feet. Now again, you might not be able to hold this position for this long at first. It's going to take time to build up. If you remember it and work it into your yoga practice, you'll be able to do it for a little bit longer each time. Now, if you've not got very strong neck muscles, it's all right to have the hands here at first till you build up the strength in the muscles. But don't pull on the head, just use the fingers just on the side here. And breathe. Oh, darling. Oh, hello. 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 Shall we change? Shall we change? Yes, let's change. I'm going to roll down nice and slowly from this position. Shall we try them again? And because I think Miller wants a bit of attention from me, we're going to change position so that I can take a move where I can play with him and work on my waist and my tummy at the same time. This is all about being flexible and adapting and not having a set routine, but knowing certain positions that you can do and working them into a routine that suits you and your baby on any particular day. Okay, so now you remember the cat and dog position that we did.